sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for James Conner. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Murray a give. This is Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Murray now on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 24, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Cousins. Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And got his man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. On the handoff, Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 10. To throw, Cousins. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10 is Conner, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. The catch made by Hopkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Conner. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Right back to Conner here on 1st. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Murray getting this complete to Conner. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down. Conner, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now Murray off play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Prater's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got room. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, How are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Cook fighting him off. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they'll get this down to the 10. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Conner. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's second and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Murray keeps it himself. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. A first down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Cousins completing it to the right side. Johnson arms poke free. Football is out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. Connor on first down, able to take this one forward for about 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Murray. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance. Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Check.
Again, it'll be counter. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. Flushed out right. Open here, Adam Thielen. Escapes it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Cousins on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. B.C. Johnson, 28 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray being chased out left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.